What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today I found out that I'm a fucking loser.
Loser! You're a loser!
That's right. Apparently all the time I've spent playing video games has been for naught. I've gotten nothing out of it, and, you know, I'm just a fucking loser because I play video games for no other reason other than that. Would you believe it? I found a video so enlightening, so refreshing, that it got me to realize how fucking stupid I am and how dumb I am for wasting my time with video games, you know? I feel truly enlightened, like I could be a millionaire and make it in life and conquer the world. Yep, this is gonna be one of those videos where we find someone who's been attacking video games and epic gamer culture, MLG, intervention, no-scope montagers, you know, the whole crowd. So yes, I'm responding to this video. Now, I've been sitting on it for a long time because I had to be in just the right mood to respond to it. And it's called The Ugly Truth About Video Games, Why Gamers Are Losers. From our very own Damian Prosalendis, alright? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at it, we're gonna tear down the shitty arguments and you know, really get to some good, pivotal, thought-provoking, maybe even philosophical talking points. And we're gonna dive right into that. So let's check it out. What do you got for us, Damian?
What's up, Twitter? Damian Prosalendis here with Lucille, and we have a message for all of you who like video games and anime.
Video games and anime. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make fun of your accent, but anime. Also, why are you holding a fucking bat in this video? I don't know if you were going for the whole douche look. I mean, I'm kind of going for that now, but you know, you know what? Hold up. Let me get my samurai sword.
A few moments later.
I am here to protect Whammon.
NANI?
What's up, YouTube? Acting Mailman here, and I have a message for all of you who like anime and video games. Am I hitting the douche levels pretty high up here? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Nobody disrespects Whammon when I'm around.
And we have a message for all of you who like video games and anime. And it's not what you think.
You have all eyes on you, man. All eyes on you, man.
So in the past few days, 2 days, you've been seeing me like bashing all those people who play video games and saying that they're losers and saying that they've got pathetic lives.
If you watch anime, you know your life sucks. Wow, I can't see how such a statement could potentially backfire. I don't understand what you did wrong here. Oh shit, no, I've got Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z DVDs up there. I'm a fucking loser and my life sucks. Video games are the modern day substitute of kicking ass, conquering, and dominating. The Vikings, Mongols, and Macedonians and every other civilization of great conquerors would laugh at the mentally and physically soft men of this era. So if I play as a purple fire-breathing dragon that runs around collecting gems, that makes me physically and mentally soft, right? Oh, I didn't realize I was so physically fucking soft, dude. God, I'm such a pussy. Well, see, now you're bringing out the douche in me because you make these sweeping generalizations that, oh, if you play video games, you must be some fat, pathetic loser who lives in his mom's basement. It's like, no, dude, not everyone's like that. If you play video games, any kind, for any amount of time, you are a loser to some extent. You are substituting real-world conquests and glory for the artificial conquering of the virtual world. That matters nothing. The fuck you think this is, the Middle Ages? What, should I take up arms and go conquer the fucking Eastern Plains and set up my own kingdom there? What are you talking about? Who the fuck you want me to be, Alexander the Great? Hey, here's a thought, Damien. What if by playing Age of Empires 2, I learn about the different methods that ancient civilizations conquered and destroyed each other? What if I learned about trebuchets and the Mongolians and the Macedonians and the Vikings, just as you pointed out? What if I learned about all of those things from a video game? Well, I'd still be a loser! Now look, I'll preface this video by saying, I'm not attacking you, Damien. I might sound like it, but, you know, that's mostly for the entertainment value of this video. I'm attacking your ideas, because they're quite shit, to be honest. And a person as influential and successful as you should not have such a closed mind when it comes to other people's leisure activities and their hobbies and the things they like.
Many of you missed the point in that. There is like a storm of people in the comments trying to prove how I'm wrong for saying that.
Maybe they didn't miss the point. Maybe your point was just fucking garbage and you didn't express it in a clear, distinct way. Maybe you expressed it in an aggravating way, where you're trying to get a reaction out of other people because you think you're so self-righteous that whatever you say is gospel. And so when you talk shit about something, well, it has to suck because you're the one talking shit about it. Maybe it's because of your attitude and the way you come across that people reacted that way and felt the need to set up a video camera and a microphone and respond to your points.
You're not listening to what I'm saying to you. Some people retweeted my tweets that said playing video games, if you play video games, you're a loser. If you watch anime, you're a loser.
So here's the thing with this tweet he put on screen. Ironically enough, it makes way better points than he does. And he wasn't even the person that said it, all right? I want you to read it. Video games are one of the few things that can turn my brain completely off, which is a tool that can be used for good or absolutely bad. The acknowledgement that it can be used for good and bad purposes. Just keep that in mind, folks, because that point is the crux of the issue.
And we're like, okay, I'm very successful, I'm a millionaire, I make a lot of money, am I a loser? I'm like, no, motherfucker, you're not. But the reason you're successful, in all those ways you are successful, is not because you're playing video games. You are successful and wealthy despite playing video games or watching anime.
Now you have to wonder, why is it you're picking out video games and anime? Is that just like the two most popular leisure activities with people in our age group? Is that why you're talking shit about it? Because why wouldn't you talk shit about, I don't know, fucking watching TV or movies or doing puzzles? It's like duh, if you spend all your time doing a leisure activity that doesn't actually bring in an income or brings you satisfaction or, you know, can sustain a livelihood, well, yeah, any type of leisure activity, too much of that is not going to be good for you. So why do you feel the need to pick out video games and anime of all things?
Are there massively successful people or massively intelligent people that play video games or watch anime? Of course there are. They're a minority, but there are.
And there's also wildly successful people that create video games and anime. And you know where they probably got the passion to create their fantasies and make them a reality? Video games and anime. Who would have fucking thought?
Are there successful people, successful video games player who turn that hobby, that activity in a career? Hell yeah, there are. But what does that even matter?
What does it even matter?
With this sentence, I was gonna be glad that you acknowledged people like me, or Ninja, or, you know, fucking anybody who takes video games, doesn't create them, but can play them and make a living off of that, maybe making reviews, whatever, YouTubers, yada yada yada. I was gonna be on board with you. What does it even matter, you ask? I don't know, why don't you ask the 425,000 fucking people that subscribe to me? Why don't you ask them what matters to them with my videos and my content, what sort of joy it brings them?
What does that even matter?
It sustains my life, dude. This is my passion. I can make money off of my passion. Do I have to go out there and be a fucking millionaire? No. I don't need that to be happy or to feel successful.
Let's exclude for a minute those people who are making a lot of money, that bullshit they call esports, because that's not even sports, but that's another discussion for another time.
Well, it's not sports. That's why they call it esports, because it's an electronic sport.
You don't say!
Everyone else who plays video games, the only thing they get from that is entertainment, killing time, and they're legitimately getting good at something that's not benefiting their lives.
Those are the only three things we can get from video games. Oh boy, I could have a field day with this sentence right here. Hey Damien, you ever play Mario Party with three of your homies, and you guys are killing beers and you're drinking and you're having a kick-ass time and it's back and forth and you guys just have a great night? Well, probably fucking not. You probably never experienced that because you wouldn't be saying this shit if you had. What if by some, this is just a crazy idea, but what if by some chance I can play video games with other people and connect with them on a personal level and enjoy and share the same things and grow and learn to like each other and have hobbies and create memories together as friends, as family?
Oh, shivers, dude, shivers.
Yeah, demons and monsters.
That is the greatest reaction!
Do you know how many fucking people I've met because I create videos because I was passionate about video games? Do you know how many people I've met through YouTube that have changed my life? let's just fucking put a list on screen somewhere. You know who you are. You know you're my homies. And I love all of you. It's like the problem with your arguments is you completely ignore some of the most important aspects of video games as a whole. You think it's like, oh, it's all just, everything is Fortnite. Every video game ever made is just Fortnite. And it's like, okay, well, there's no story to Fortnite. You know, you can play it and be competitive and get good, but that's really all there is. I mean, you can't play Fortnite with your buddies or anything. You can't share and enjoy the same experience together. It's just like someone as successful, or who claims to be as successful. I'm not doubting you. I believe you're a millionaire, and, you know, props to you, dude. Keep doing what you're doing, make your money, but don't fucking talk on subjects you're ignorant about. On subjects you clearly know nothing.
My point is, if you're massively successful, if you're rich, if you're wealthy, if you're intelligent, if you're highly accomplished, and besides that...
Do you like the fucking flexing, dude? Well, if you have a giant penis, if you have muscles that could crush steel, if you have 20,000 hot girlfriends you fuck on the daily, if you make $10 billion every 2 days, you know, like me, like Axeman, because I'm such a fucking alpha male and I'm so successful, and you should feel bad that you don't have what I have because, you know, my penis is big and yours is small because I'm successful. Yeah.
If you spend half your day in front of a computer playing video games and kicking ass and taking names in a virtual world and achieving things in a fake reality, if you do that, then you don't get to complain about anything in your life. If you have anything in your life worth complaining for and you still play video games, yes, you are a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser, an idiot, and a moron.
Did you hear that, folks? You're not allowed to play video games unless your life is absolutely perfect and you have no more goals or things you want to accomplish in life. You need to have the perfect life before you can play video games. Well, Damien, sometimes life isn't perfect. Sometimes family members die. Sometimes friends die. Sometimes I feel fucking depressed. And, you know, anytime life is kind of shit, video games pick me up, alright? And it's like, I don't have to work every fucking day, all day, to feel good about myself. And here's the point that you don't acknowledge. You kind of tried to acknowledge it, but you yourself got triggered and you couldn't express it, or you didn't take it that far. How I would have gone about talking about the points that you're talking about is to say video games should be a reward, all right? You don't need to attack people that play video games or watch anime. This is a discussion about priorities. It's like, if your priority is to play video games all day, every day, well, yeah, no shit, dude. You're not going to accomplish anything, and you shouldn't live your life that way. This is about lifestyle choices and priorities. It's not about video games and anime being fucking villains and things that destroy people's lives and prevent them from achieving anything. This is about the allocation of your time. And it's like, everyone needs a break. Everyone needs a leisure activity. Everyone needs a hobby.
If you're absolutely content with where you are in your life, then hell yeah, play all the video games that you want. Watch all the anime that you want. Watch all the movies that you want. Some of you said, well, Damien, but you mentioned that you watch Netflix and movies and Walking Dead and stuff, and right now you're holding a fucking bat from a character in a TV series. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? You watch a TV show? What are you, a fucking loser? Why aren't you making more money, huh? Why are you bothering posting this video to YouTube? Why did you set the camera up and start recording your face in the first place? Where are your priorities, man?
But that's not what makes me successful, and I don't have anything in my life worth complaining for.
I got nothing to complain about. Except fucking video games and anime. God, I hate that shit.
You know, I've observed that losers are gonna say anything about winners just to justify being losers and not attempting to fix their shit.
You know, it's not about being a loser or being less successful than you are. It's about people's own goals and aspirations. Like, I play video games. I make a living from it. Do I have to be a fucking millionaire before I'm content and satisfied? No, hell no. And you have to understand, Damien, that not everybody is like you. Not everybody has those dreams and goals and aspirations of being a multimillionaire. Some people do, a lot of people do, have that idea, but they don't actually commit to it and really go for it. Maybe they don't know how, but for whatever reason, you can't think less of them just because they aren't making as much money as you are. And you can't think you're right in what you're saying just because you make money. If I fucking won the lottery tomorrow and I started talking about politics, it's like, no, my points aren't right or any more true just because I won the lottery yesterday and now I have $100 million in my bank account. That's not how it works.
If I'm really wrong in what I'm saying, that those who play video games are losers and those who watch anime are losers, if I'm really wrong, then why do you even get triggered?
Why do I even get triggered? It's because you're sounding like a fucking idiot. Listen to yourself. You are talking shit about people's leisure activities, the things they do in their free time when they are done working. And it doesn't matter what those leisure activities are. Maybe it's going to the bar and getting fucked up. Maybe it's hanging out with your buddies and smoking a joint. Maybe it's playing video games by yourself. Maybe it's reading a book. Maybe it's doing puzzles. Maybe it's fucking knitting a sweater. The point is, people are getting triggered because you're talking shit about their hobbies, their leisure activities.
If you told me with genuine conviction that, Damien or world, you're a moron if you don't like taking it from behind, would I get fucking triggered? Hell no. I would just ignore you.
Just like I'm gonna ignore you saying people who play video games are losers. Which, by the way, I mean, Drake played Fortnite and, Juju Smith-Schuster played Fortnite with Ninja. And it's like, damn, I guess Drake's a fucking loser, right? If you play video games for any amount of time, you're a loser. Drake, Juju Smith-Schuster, Ninja, all fucking losers. According to this guy.
So, why are you getting triggered? Perhaps, I'm just saying, you're getting triggered because you know deep inside that what I'm saying is damn true and it hurts you so much.
Oh, dude, I'm never gonna do anything worthwhile in life while I play video games. My soul, my very fiber, my essence of being. Oh, it's so true and it hurts. No, dude, it really doesn't. I don't care what you think, honestly. You can have your money and you can have your business or whatever. That doesn't affect me. I don't give a shit. I'm doing my thing. As Drake put it, I'm doing me. I'm living life right now, and this is what I'll do till it's over.
Till it's over, but it's far from over.
You're getting triggered because you know deep inside that what I'm saying is damn true and it hurts you so much that you have to respond and prove me that I'm wrong.
Actually, I mean, I respond to you because it's funny. Because to me it's funny, and I know the people in my comment section are gonna laugh at your retarded ass. Because I make videos to entertain. And sometimes to talk about shitty points. And maybe sometimes I go out to try and make some greater point about something.
I'm just making an argument. Why do you get triggered when I say that you play video games for an amount of time, you're a loser to a certain extent?
Well, people get triggered again because you're making this sweeping generalization about a hobby that millions of people enjoy and do in their free time, and you just swipe all of them into the loser bin. It's like you can't make such sweeping generalizations and not expect it to backfire.
And when you say that if I don't take it from behind, I'm a loser, I don't get offended.
Why do you first go to taking it from behind? Are you trying to say something? Is there some closeted homophobia you're trying to address, Damien? Because, I mean, you don't gotta be in the closet, man. It's fine. In this day and age, you can come out and be who you are. Don't be scared.
And I'm not doing this to be a dick, despite what some of you may want to believe.
I think you're doing this to be a dick, to exert some sort of superiority, to flex on people, and to try and get them to admit that you're right about what you say. Because why else would you take the time to put this video together? And you yourself are getting triggered because you're the one who brought everything up in the first place. If anything, I think you've got more insecurities to tackle than you let on, than people like me or most other gamers have in their lives, because they're just sitting at home enjoying the thing they like. And you feel the need to come out and come on the internet and say, fuck you for enjoying that thing. That makes you a loser.
That thing fucking sucks. I fucking hate that thing. Oh!
I'm actually a pretty nice dude. People who know me personally will attest to that I'm a pretty nice guy.
Who the fuck says that about themselves? I'm a pretty nice guy. I've got a pretty nice penis. I can make love really well. You know, everybody loves me. It's like, dude, tone down the ego. You gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble.
Because if you have a life that you an average life, if you don't have a life worth living, if you don't have everything that you want in your life, you shouldn't have any time to play video games. You should be out there changing your goddamn life.
The point Damien wants to make but can't because he can't let go of his ego is you shouldn't spend so much of your time playing video games that you don't have time to accomplish the things you want in life. There you go. I said it without being a dick, without attacking anybody.
The reason I'm being so raw, perhaps even rude, and so real.
Yeah, dude, you're so raw, you're so real, so rude and down to earth, dude. You're just like so cool, man. I want to be you.
Is because perhaps there is one out of 100 people who are like you and get triggered by what I'm saying. Perhaps there is one who sees the point and goes out there and changes their life.
Yeah, you know, have you ever thought about how video games could inspire people? Or how my videos could inspire people? It's like, okay, you make your money and maybe you inspire people. So I make my videos, maybe I inspire people. Maybe I get them to think about a story or something they never thought of. And it's like you also completely just glance over the fact that video games can have a story. And that stories have been told since the fucking day we learned how to speak and communicate with each other. Stories have been told as a method of learning and teaching. In Dragon Ball, Master Roshi and Korin and Kami and all of Goku's teachers, they're not just teaching Goku, they're teaching us as well. So when Korin says, distraction is the root of all failure, that resonates with me. Now I'm thinking about that. Now, I'm not going to try and be as distracted if I want to do something. In Knights of the Old Republic 2, you've got a video game that asks and pushes forth these profound philosophical and moral dilemmas. There's a part in that game where you choose to give a beggar money or tell him to fuck off. If you give him money, Kreia says,
"Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands."
And it's like, well, oh shit, I guess giving the beggar money wasn't the right thing to do. But if you tell him to fuck off, then he goes and robs someone else. And it's like, where do you get this sort of storytelling from? And how does it affect the person playing and experiencing it? The fact that you can just completely ignore this aspect of video games leads me to believe, again, that you're just fucking ignorant. And you gotta stick up your ass.
I hope that there was somebody out there when I was 12 and 13 years old and I wasted my life. I threw my whole teenage years down the toilet playing video games instead of building a life. And that's one of the very few things that I regret in my life. I don't regret much. But if there's one thing I could go back in time and change, it would be all the hours I've wasted watching stupid shit on television and playing video games when I could be out there doing bigger, better things.
So this is the part of his video that really struck a chord with me. And you're saying that if you could go back, you would take all that time away that you spent playing video games and replace it with time spent creating a business, making money, becoming successful. Well, guess what, asshole? I wouldn't trade those memories I have for all the gold in King Tut's tower. You know what's more valuable to me? Good, meaningful relationships with people I love. As cheesy as that sounds, it's true. And it's like, if you were to come up to me and say, "Hey, Actman, I'll give you $10 million if you erase any memory you have of Banjo-Tooie and playing it with your buddies and your brother," I would say, fuck you. Keep your $10 million because those memories will be with me for a lifetime. Time you enjoy wasting is not time wasted. Have you ever heard that quote? Because it's pretty goddamn true. All the games I've played that have changed my life, that have given me so much enjoyment over the years, I wouldn't trade that for any amount of money or success. Because it's helped to make me into the person I am today. It's given me real meaningful relationships in my life. It's given me memories I'll never forget. And that's why people are triggered, Damien. That's why people are responding to you. Because you don't understand. So, that's gonna be about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed tackling Damien's eloquent and persuasive arguments for why video gamers are losers. Gamers need to rise up and shatter the glass ceiling of oppression, blah 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 blah. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Actman for more awesome content. Alright everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Loser Man signing out. Peace!